In today's weekly recap, we're looking at the Night Moves SSP, we're looking at the top auctions that are coming down the pipe in April, we're looking at the best rookies to invest in for 2023 football, and a lot more. But first, the intro. Guys, I'll be completely honest, it's 3 a.m., I have an early flight today, so that's why I'm looking a little bit awful. You know, I need a hat. Not sure that helped. Either way, let's get to it. Don't have a lot of time to kill. Let's look at the CardLines Weekly Stories. Published a decent amount of stories this week. I think there's about 8 new stories in total, so I'm going to touch on most of them. But if there's something that piques your interest, as always, go read the full article for yourself. I'm giving you the Cliff Notes version, and to get the real juicy stuff and the meaningful takeaways, you need to go read it. Let's start with the top April 2024 sports card auctions. Some of these auctions, for me at least, are like window shopping. I love to see what's selling, so I kind of have a feel about the pulse of the market. But a lot of these things sell for way more money than I will be able to afford, maybe ever. On the bright side, thanks to your loyal and undying support, we did make $2.68 off YouTube last month. Retirement is just days away. I'm gonna hit $10 and be out. So the first one that is not already over by the time this video goes live is the Clean Sweep Day 2 Affordable Memorabilia Card Auction. eBay is where most people go for your auctions that don't sell for $1 bazillion, so there's a reason why. Obviously, these auctions are the ones that have the high-end cards. Robert Edwards has some cool stuff coming up, Heritage Auctions. Both these guys have something going basically every month. And this article is going to talk about what you can look for. So, for example, this Heritage Auctions, looks like there's a lot of baseball, lots of Mickey Mantle, sets of 1986 Fleer basketball. I'm trying to build that set right now in PSA 7, so I'm at like 68 of 130 some cards. Pretty excited about that. Anyways, check out this article for all the different auctions that are coming up, and whether you're window shopping or actually buying with intent, it's good to know what's moving in the industry and seeing how it changes based on the season and what sports are in play. I think this was the longest article I've ever written for CardLines.com. The assignment was top 12 rookie cards in 2023 Donruss Optic Football, but realistically, it can translate to any product of 2023, and if you're buying autographs, then obviously it's a little different checklist since CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, and Will Levis didn't sign, as I've mentioned approximately 193 times before on this YouTube channel. But just counting down like the base rookies and the hollow rookies, I'd encourage you not to buy just the base rookies, even when this product drops in a month from now. But if you're buying other products as well, stay away from base with high population. Try to buy something more limited. And when you do so, buy in this somewhat rank order list. And there's some controversial takes. If I was doing this again today, I might do it different. But CJ Stroud's the consensus #1. And then I put Puka as #2, and I think Puka's amazing. He definitely had a fantastic, historically successful rookie last year. But the problem is he's just not a quarterback, so there's a pretty limited ceiling for how high his cards can be, So there's a pretty limited ceiling for how high the value of his cards can rise. Anthony Richardson, we have a very small sample size of him, and Bryce Young was not good at all last year, but because they're quarterbacks, and that's just a significantly stronger position to invest in, it's worth including them in the top 5. By no means was Bryce Young better as a rookie than anybody on this list, but he was the #1 overall pick, and Carolina's pretty invested in him, and he's a quarterback, so you have to kind of weigh these things when you're writing this article. If I was power ranking rookie performances from 2024, he probably wouldn't have made my top 10. He definitely wouldn't have made my top 10. Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan, Will Levis, Sam Laporta, Devon Achane, Tank Dell. I wish we would have seen more of him. Now, they just, after I wrote this, they just traded yesterday. Now they got Stephon Diggs, who will probably get a lion's share of the targets, would be my guess. That's just kind of how it's always been, everywhere he's been. Either way, Tank Dell is still a monster. If he weighs more than like 130 pounds, it'd be great. Maybe he'll come back and he'll be ripped out of his mind. Will Anderson, he's tough because he's a defensive end, but he was just super duper good last year. And Jordan Addison, a lot of good talent. So check out this article whether you're looking at buying Optic or any other 2023 football card set. Alright, so the Night Moves is a case hit that's become increasingly more popular, but it's still criminally undervalued, as I put it. So I think it's a good take because everybody hypes up the downtown cards that come out of Donruss, same product. and they sell for more than the night moves do, and the night moves look really good. They're like twist on the Color Blast. Yes, I know there's Color Blast Black that's in Obsidian Football, but they kind of remind me of the Prism Color Blast cards with the dark background and then the light swirls behind it. It's an SSP, and this article talks about the history of it. I think it was introduced in 2020, if my memory serves correctly, so it's not like it has this long-running history. But there are, look at the populations, the different cards, how it compares to Kaboom, how it compares to Downtown, how it compares to other SSPs, and the conclusion is, as of right now, considering the population, it is a criminally undervalued SSP. So, to help you get in on the action, here's the top 10 night moves inserts, and we counted them down, starting with the Wimby rookie. CC Sabathia was drafted in '98. He made his big league debut in 2001. He was second runner-up in Rookie of the Year voting behind Ichiro. So he has had a phenomenal career, and this article helps capture the best rookie cards that you should be chasing if you're trying to get in on his career before he gets voted into the Hall of Fame at some point. This is most likely coming up, which we analyze in this article, but we count down his top 10 rookie cards, so I won't reveal the top 3. Go check this article for yourself if you're interested in buying his rookie cards. Definitely said this before, but I think one of the smartest things you can do is buy rookie cards of somebody who's about to be in the Hall of Fame, and then once they get inducted, there's going to be a bump in value, and since they're a Hall of Famer, every year moving forward after that, there's always a slow, steady, gradual increase in value there too. Some of our most popular articles have to do with unpacking rookie cards and prospect cards, and which ones are rookies, which ones you should chase, breaking them down in tiers. And Nicole typically handles that on the card line side of things, which is what has earned her the nickname MLB Rookie Card Sensei. And to be fair, I'm the only one who's probably ever called her that, but that's my nickname for her. So let's check out this article, which looks at the best rookies that could appear in Series 2. So of course every year there's 3 flagship releases, Series 1, Series 2, and Update Series, and some of them have different rookie cards from series to series. Looking at Series 2 and just the timeline for how it's working out for these prospects, Junior Caminero, Jordan Lawler, Pete Crow Armstrong, not even attempting that one. His last name's Marte, not even attempting this one. His last name is, actually I'm going to pass on that one. Little peek behind the curtain, if this was my personal YouTube channel, I would make a lot more jokes than I do. So Panini Revolutions is probably the most affordable hobby release every year, and it's made most affordable by not including autographs or not guaranteeing autographs. You can pull them, but there's not that many of them. I think it's 1 in 4 boxes. I could be wrong. That was a couple years ago. But either way, here's the breakdown of why it doesn't reach its full potential. And to figure that out, we mostly need to skip ahead to this cons section. So the cards are pretty cheap. They have a distinctive look, but they definitely look like they're, to me, they've always hit as something that would be like attractive to like a 10-year-old. It's the equivalent of like a Fortnite skin thrown on a basketball card. The boxes are pretty overpriced considering what they guarantee, so it's a very clear stay away. You don't have a whole lot of potential of hitting anything big, so even if the boxes are just, I think, $200 and something this year, which is just insanity for Revolutions, but they're trying to really capitalize on the Wimby market. So even with these boxes that are priced quote-unquote affordably compared to the other boxes in the 2023-24 release set, these are still just a stay away. Don't mess with them. And then finally, every week we give away a box of cards to one of our subscribers every week as a way of showing a token of appreciation for following us and subscribing. So this week it's Let's Rip J.R. Jard's Cards. I like that, Jard's Cards. Good times with my son Landon molding a collector. That's what it's all about. If you're ripping cards, it's really fun to rip them with somebody young who is going to appreciate them, grow up in the game, and then pass it on. So guys, thanks for watching. If you are Jar's Cards, send me an email, jesse@cardlines.com, and let me know your favorite sport to collect, and I will get a blaster box of cards out your way. If you could do that before next Friday, which is like the 12th, that would be awesome, and a new video is coming out then. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to come back for another video next week. I'm about to go catch a flight. See ya.